being consistent is our one thing that we struggled with last year, kind of. If you were a fan, you would be able to see that. And I think this year with different leaders and we got more young people coming in that listen to us and stuff, I think we'll be way more consistent and have a way longer run.
We talk about it a lot, consistency, the focus at practice, not kind of going through the motions. If we want to be better, if we want to achieve some further goals than what we've had, we got to bring it every day, and it's that consistent. That's a big word for us right now is, how consistent can we be every day?
How important is it to get there, to have a Cam back, to have a Jeremiah back, to have a Kendyll back, have these guys back?
Well, it's real nice to have some of that experience back for sure. Even Rondell's back, we played 2 years ago. Tink adds some speed to us. Chris adds some speed to go with our young guys. So the good thing is we got some depth, and if guys aren't bringing it, like last week, we've been going to the next guy. And so our guys are going to start realizing if you're not bringing it every day, we're going to the next guy's going to get their shot. So that's the important part of having some depth and being able to keep running guys out there. And, hopefully we can stay fresh.
And not only does Tink bring that speed and that defensive tenacity, it brings that experience of being able what it's like to play deep in the tournament. Yeah. How important is that?
Absolutely. We want to get to further goals than what we've had, like we talked about. The first part you said, that defensive mindset is what we need to get better at. Obviously we want to play up and down, but that comes at a cost. Sometimes you're going to give up open shots, but in the half court, we got to defend. We got to have that mindset that no easy shots, let's rebound the ball, then we can run. And I think that's the key, that he can set that tone as well.
We've all really known each other since we was young. We've all been around each other with basketball, so we kind of know a little bit about each other already before we came here. And, it's just been good. We all close, and it's all working out. It's all flowing onto the court.
Do you see maybe Jerry and Tink feeding off each other with the way they both will like to play defensively?
Of course. It's contagious. It helps with the whole team. It gets us energized and stuff,
Definitely me and him working the top. Playing us on defense is crazy. It feels insane. It feels like I got someone else now to help me out, and I can take some breaks sometimes, and it feels good for sure.
Because sometimes it's about taking risks. We're playing a half basketball, stuff like playing the passing lane. Does it feel like the margin for error isn't as wide now because you have him with you in the backcourt doing those things?
Yes, sir. It feels like sometimes I don't have to take as much gambles, and even if I do, I definitely get backed up, and it's just easier, more leadership, helping rotate, and doing the things that some guys aren't as quick to do.
I'm sure a lot of people will ask you, how do you guys replace a Jayden Crutcher? Is it with that defense and the depth that you have?
I think it can't be one guy. Jerry and Kendyll are 2 great starts. But it's just overall, not one person's going to make up any of those points, any of what he brings. But I think as a group, that effort and how hard we can play, and when we move the ball, it looks really, really good. When we get stagnant and stand, it looks bad. So I think as a group, if we can keep that, we can overcome some of what we lost from last year.
I think we got a lot more options. A lot of people just think it's just me and Jerry, but it's way more than that on the team. We see it in practice every day, and we got a lot of rebounders, a lot of people that just want to play for each other.
I feel like it's just effort, all playing as 5 and playing together, communication, and, just working on parts that we didn't work on as much as last year.